All right, so I want to get the limitations out of the way first, just so we know, you're going to see all the great stuff, but one, these apps are not on the App Store. They're not on the Apple App Store. They're not on the Google Play Store. And that's actually a good thing because there are lots of rules, requirements, restrictions from being on the App Store. It takes a really long time to get updates pushed through. And these apps are very able to be instantaneously updated. You can update them yourself super easily. And so this allows just so much more flexibility. And it allows them to double as a website if you want that. And it allows them to run on not just your phone, but also on Mac, PC, any laptop, desktop. So that's one thing. Push notifications, they do work on Android. They do not work on iPhone. Apple has restricted this form of app development from having push notifications. There are rumors that maybe they'll open that up this summer. We can't count on that. Your iPhone users will just have to open the app. If they want to see, the very latest about practice today, they can just open the app before they get in the car or when they're on their way. There is a great chat feature. However, it is what it is. Everyone can post to the chat. We can delete chat messages for you. Unfortunately, you can't delete chat messages. So if you feel it's being misused, we can disable it completely or we can monitor it. It is all or nothing. It does require an email login, so someone would have to go to some effort to, create a new email if they didn't want you to know who was sending it. And then we have great personalization for content, meaning you can post a message or an article that only goes to parents, only goes to swimmers, only goes to coaches, only goes to a certain pool location members. If you want to do that, you've got to make everybody log into the app with email. I think that's pretty standard. It's really easy for them to do. They just put in their email, it sends them a PIN code to confirm that that's actually their email, and then they put in the PIN code and they're in. And then from there, you can target who sees what. And that's it. So now we can see all the great stuff. So I'm going to show you an app that we made for Dolphin Swim Club in the Bahamas. And Allison is on this call. Allison is the head coach of the Dolphins in the Bahamas. And I know it looks a little bit like Facebook. That's just because their logo color, makes it look that way. There are other looks and feels to the app, and they, that's customizable. So that's just coincidence. Okay, so you can see there are pages here. They want to start for now with the About page, and then a description of their programs. This takes us straight to an application. It's a PDF file. Like I said, I'm going to go through this really quickly just to give you a sense. We can also do application forms in the app. Here are their coaches. And Allison wanted both email and call on there. News items have not been put in there yet, but this is where they would go. The calendar, it automatically shows you what are the meets that are coming up the soonest. And then it'll show you the entire history going back however long you put that in. And if you put in an entry due date, you can see it tells you when the entries are due, and all that. This is the chat feature. So, we can say, so it's going to ask me to confirm. Now, once you do this once, you're in the chat, so you don't have to worry about it again. But I was logged out, so I'm going to get my PIN code here. And so you'll see exactly how it goes for people who want to use the chat. As soon as that email comes in, we'll show you that. Here it is. Okay, 54488. So that's some kind of identity verification. And then we can say practice, or we added morning practice tomorrow, 8 a.m. And this would push a notification to Android. The iPhone users would open it up and they would see that. So that's an example of that. Here's a photos page. You can do tags on your photos so that they're searchable and filterable. And that's it for that app. Okay, now, this can also, like I said, double as a website or be used on PC. So we can say show full screen, and then it shows, in a better view for being on your computer. You take advantage of the screen better. And I will show you this as well. You can, I'll share my entire desktop here. So if we go to this app on Google Chrome, this may not work actually because I've already done it, but it will right here, because I've already done it, it doesn't have a plus sign, but it would have a plus sign there that would say add this as an app on my computer. And then it opens like this as an app on the computer. You can see I'm moving this app and I'm saying keep it in my dock. So then instead of having to go to the website, your team members can just go to the app. Oop, I didn't do keep in dock. Let's try that again. So they can, let's see, keep in dock. Okay, you can see this is another app that's kept in the dock. All right, so that's a quick whirlwind tour of the app. There are lots of other capabilities. And now let me show you just a couple other apps that I have done in the same way. These aren't team apps because we're just starting team apps right now. But just to see, you can have charts, you can have maps. So, these are custom apps for you. So if you want things like this, you can do this. You can have a list of resources. Here's a competitive swimmer app. And I can show you videos here, especially. You can have, if you have YouTube videos that you want your team to watch, you can put those right in the app. They can be searchable and filterable. So like if we search kick here, it brings up all the kicking videos. Okay. I'm just gonna sneak preview how you update the app. That's with a Google Sheet. So I'm just gonna show, because it's smaller, the mobile phone view, so you can see how this relates to the Google Sheet. So when we make your app, we make you a Google Sheet, and you can update the app using the Google Sheet here. So you can see everything in here. There's an image, which we just put in the Google Drive. So we make a Google Drive folder for you, and you put your images in there, and then you put a link to them. Or, I did this for the initial setup, but then you can change it. Team name, Dolphin Swim Club. So there's the team name, you see the paragraphs, you see, and then the email, phone, address. Okay, next page. So, and when you update these update in a minute or 2 or 3. So programs, you have our list of programs, after school classes, summer camp, and so on. So we'll open this Easter camp because it has a few more details. There it is, Easter camp, the paragraph, the picture, and the link to the registration form. Again, if you have questions, chime in, do the chat. And Allison, I know you're on, and I'm going to ask you if you want to say a few words about your experience, because we started setting this up for Allison just a few days ago. And I think we're almost ready to go. Allison can tell you better. But okay, coaches and so on. So you can see how these connect, and I'll do all the initial setup, and then you have this to update as you want. And of course, I'm here to support. The calendar, Allison had a PDF calendar, so I just took all the information from the PDF calendar, put it in here, and then the calendar sorts itself, so you don't have to worry about what order you put them in. You just put in the information, it'll automatically sort and show you the ones that are coming up very soon, and then it sorts, you can go from the past to the future to the past. Okay, like I said, totally customizable. If you go to your URL for your app and you want to add it to your phone, you can use QR code here, or you can just type in the address on your phone. I'm going to show you now my phone. Let's see if this actually works. Okay, where's my phone? Here it is. All right, can you see my phone? Anyone who's not on mute or a chat, can you just say, yes, I can see your phone?
Yes, we can see.
Okay, great, thanks. All right, so here is the Dolphin Swim Club app on the phone. And nice picture of some of the team members there. And you can see how it runs on the phone. And so everything's synced up between the computer and the phone, and the spreadsheet where you update it. All right, Allison, is there, if you would, we'd be thrilled to hear anything you want to say.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I've been quite happy with what Bridget has done for us. So this is our first time having an app, and we're very excited about it because it's going to make communication much easier than it is now, either trying to WhatsApp or call or text and email people variously depending on what their preferences are. So we're very excited about this. And it really is quite easy to update. So I did in the coaches page, I did the biography updates actually just after 3. And I see, and they were already, the page itself has already been updated, which is great. And it was really simple to use. I had it in another Word document. I had it in a Word document, and I really just copied and pasted it into the appropriate cells in the Google Sheet. And it worked just as Bridget said it would. Yay. So as I said, we've been quite happy with it, and Bridget's been very good about responding and making little tweaks here and there. Probably just a couple of things, maybe, we'll probably want to make some changes to based on feedback from other staff members. But otherwise, we're quite happy, and we're also going to go with the website and the club assistant team client management end of things to all work together. So, I mean, if anyone has any questions, I'm happy to answer any questions about how I felt, because everybody with Club Assistant and the app and everything has been really good. So if anyone has any questions about that, I'm happy to answer those.
Thanks, Allison. Okay, let me just make sure. Now, are you looking, everyone can see the spreadsheet and the app on my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I just made a couple notes, make sure I didn't miss anything. let's see. Anyone else, any questions? Like I said, I just like to keep things quick and to the point. So we offer the app. It can be done in just a few days. It can double as a website if you need that, or like Allison said, she is going with a dedicated website, which we do with Club Assistant. I'm, for the apps, I work as the Swim Universe, TSU, but I'm also the VP of Product Development at Club Assistant. Okay, thank you. There's a question on the chat. Is there an option for receiving and processing registration and fees? Great question. Thank you for that. Yes and no. So you can take payments in the app. They run through Stripe. And for that, we can go back to now the Dolphin Swim Club does not have a team store in the app. So we'll show you in this other app how the store works. So this is competitiveswimmer.com. You see they have a range of things, of prices. And so if you want one of these items, you just go buy, and it's very simple. You put in your credit card, your email, and you're done. Payments are processed through Stripe. So if your club already has a Stripe account, great. If not, it's easy to sign up. It's free. It's one of the biggest payment processors in the world. So very secure, very reliable. Now, these are good for one-time charges in the app. So they're not good for your monthly billing. Now, if you want to go with a full service, team administration, management, club management, billing, all of that, that's through Club Assistant. They've been doing that for 20 years. They work with every swimming organization in the world, I think, and water polo and other things. So they know exactly what you need for your team, and they can do the full monthly billing, meet entry billing, all of that. If it's in the app, it's much more basic than that. You basically, in your spreadsheet, you say what the product is, how much it costs, if it's a team t-shirt, how much it costs, and a description, a picture, and then it's in the app, it's in your store. There's a nice shopping cart. People can shop, check out, just as you see here, and it's paid, and it goes straight into your club bank account through Stripe. Thanks for that question. So if you have an initial registration deposit or an initiation fee or just the first month, go ahead and do that in the app because that's a one-time payment, and then you've got people in your system, and then you can do the monthly recurring billing another way. If you want to go with Club Assistant, they're great at doing that. But in the app itself, it would just be a one-time charge. Any other questions? You feel free to speak up. You can unmute yourself, or you can use the chat. If there are not any other questions, I'm just gonna give my email address one more time. And make sure I send this to everyone in the meeting. I think you've all received an email from me because you're in this Zoom. So just email me back, let me know, and we can get you started on your app. And if you have an idea of exactly what you want it to do, then let me know, and we'll get started making it the way you want it to work. And if that's it, I'll respect everybody's time, and we can continue the conversation by email. We can set a call, whatever you like.